How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So we are currently going to pick up my sister, and then we are going to the Honda dealership. My friend actually works there, and he's hooking it up with a Type R part. And the part that we are going to be replacing from the SI part to the Type R part is actually the shifter assembly. So essentially what it is to provide a shorter throw. And from what I heard is that you get a 20 to 25% throw, if that makes sense. So it'll basically be shorter by 20%. So I remember doing this as a little kid. Every time like someone would tell me to close the garage, I don't have the key for the garage or the button. So what we would do is we'd close it, and then we'd run and fucking, shit. My pressure washer's in the way. Forgot about that. So today is actually sunny, and it's no longer raining. So I decided to clean my car up. It was like nice and shiny and detailed. So let's go ahead and redo that again. Redo the redo again. Okay, so essentially what it is, it's to provide a shorter throw by 20 to 25%. With that being said, we're basically getting a short shifter adapter, which it's not an adapter, it's just the replacement part. And with the SI, the shift assembly is going to be a shorter throw compared to the base models. So the base models is longer than the SIs, and the SIs are longer than the Type Rs. So that's why we're going to get it. Can you guys hear that crackle? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's about to be more poppy and more popcorn because we're going to install a part tomorrow, and the video for that will be uploaded for next week's video. Jeez, and that stupid California law, how they like enforce it more, I actually have to redo my mufflers, but I have a plan in my mind that I want to do. It's going to be a custom exhaust, but it looks stock because we're still going to use the stock tips. But that's for another video, and that's for another topic, and we'll save that for another video. Let's go ahead and do a pull really quick for you guys. There's some cars coming first, and we're gonna let them pass by, and we're gonna, hopefully that light turns green. We're gonna do a quick mini pull. Alex pulled up right behind us. Look at that, what a coincidence. We're gonna just keep mobbing. Blow it! Thank you, Kobe. Thank you.
There you go.
I appreciate you and your service. Thank you, Kobe. So with the lighting outside and it's about to be dark, we're actually gonna have to do it in the garage with light. I was hoping to use the sunlight as my main source of light, but the plan is we're gonna put my phone right here with the flashlight on, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. But we got the part number, or we didn't get the part number, but we got the part right here from Honda, and we're going to install it, and hopefully it is a noticeably difference. And I do not know if there's going to be any plays in between gears, like going sideways, like so when you're in gear. I don't know if it's going to reduce the amount of play like that, but we'll check it out when we have the Type R shift assembly on there. One thing I did forget to mention is that if you are going to follow along with the video with me on how to install it, you are going to need one of these prying tools. Got it from my local Harbor Freight. It was about like $6, I believe. Could be wrong, but this will help removing the trim pieces here. Like, we're gonna need to remove this along with this whole center console. So I'm gonna clean this up and we'll get the video started. And here's a box. We're actually gonna open it up right now to see how it looks like. Just gonna open it up. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. Here it is. And Acuity does give you a part for the spring right here that you can replace as well. I don't remember what that part does exactly, but here it is. It's pretty much right here. And we're going to replace the SI with the Type R shift assembly. So that's how it looks, and we're going to put it aside and start the work with the actual shift assembly. Update. I don't remember if I showed you how to take out the AC unit right here, but essentially what I had to do is there was 2 screws on the side. That's gonna be like right here. Well, if you look at it right here, it is, let's see, can you see it on here? No, you can't see it on here, but there's 2 screws on the side which will sit right, what are you looking at, right there if it focuses, let's see, right there. And I just did that pretty much, and there was 2 clips holding it, and you just pretty much pry it out on each side and you pull it out. As far as this one goes, I got the prying tool right there and I shoved it between the wedge right here, and same thing on the other side, I popped it out. I tried doing the flathead method, putting it down there, but as you can see right there, it just scratched it up and it didn't really do anything. And there's just 2 clips that you just had to unplug from there, and then you had 2 screws sitting right here inside the center console under the little mat they provide you. And on top of that, you also had to pry out this section. You can see what you're looking at, like the little back piece for the center console, and it is right here. I'm actually hopping into the back to see if I need to undo any, yeah, this part. I'm gonna need to undo that sensor, and after that you take out the center console and you're done. So don't forget, you do have 2 more screws to take out, which is the one right there and right there. It's right underneath the infotainment system. I forgot to take that out, and after that you just basically pull the center console away, and then we're gonna get to the shift assembly in just one second. So now that we have those 2 screws removed and we have the sensor unplugged, also removed from the little hole right there. If you can, well, fuck, this is bad lighting. Well, if you can see that hole, we had to take it out of that hole and remove the sensor, and now we should be able to remove the center console. Now that we have everything taken out of, remove these 2 silver bolts right here along with that one right there to take out this piece right here that holds the center console down to get access to our base bushings. It's gonna be a total of 4 of them, each one on each corner.
Steady tryna maintain same things that'll blow a bitch my frame. My brain can't fathom what the hate say. He say, she say, how about me say, get a V say.
So these right here, the cables are a little bit tricky. They do have these tabs, so if you can see right here, there's a hole. If you can see right there, there you go. You can see like kind of like lighting right there. If you see this part, where there's a hole right there, and if you look right here, there's a tab right there. So essentially what you do is you twist this part and you shove this kind of tool right here. You shove a flathead, something thin enough to go between right here to pop that thing out, and while you're twisting, and you could yank it out. Same thing right here, but right here you go in between this part right here. You go between here as you're twisting, and you'll hear it clunk, and that's it. And then right here you're gonna have this spring that I did take out, which is that one. You're gonna have that spring right here locked on this part to take out actual cable for that. And after that we just take it out and we do each corner of the base bushings to unscrew it, and then we're going to take it out and take out the bushings as well. So we have the SI shift assembly out, and we're going to put in the type R, which is right there. So the 4 bolts are definitely going to test your patience, especially this one right here in the top left corner. That was a pain in the ass, and my ratchet wouldn't just grab and go. I would have to hold down the, what's it called? I would have to hold down that purple piece, the extension, not the extension, the fucking, whatever that shit's called. I had to hold that down and spin my ratchet at the same time, and it was hurting my back. It's definitely uncomfortable, but we finally have it out, and here's the here's the old one, and here's the new one. We're gonna throw the new one in, but we're probably gonna put the cables in first and then put the bolts down and then everything else. Oh, forgot to mention, we're gonna need to take out that silver part you see. We're gonna need to take out those bushings. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to use this 3/8 mini extension and put it over right here over the base bushings and hit it with a hammer and pop that sucker out with all 4 of them, and we're gonna put those in the Type R. So here's a quick little update. We got the cables back in, we got it locked. All you gotta do is just put it back in the slots and lock it into place. Same thing with the one right here on the outer side. You can see it's locked in place and it's not wanting to go anywhere. Now all we gotta do is just bolt down the bushings into the according spots. Like right there, we're gonna bolt each down. We're gonna go from this corner to that corner to this corner to that corner. That way it's all evened out and everything. And we also put all the clips back where they belong. So that's it. All we gotta do is connect these 2 pieces together. As you can see right there, we're gonna need to lock them together so that way when you shift, everything's spot on and accurate. So let me go ahead and screw everything together and show you my progress. So we are finally fucking golden, and off the bat, you can already feel that how short it is, because going to first gear, there's not that much playroom just to getting to first. Like, literally, you can already feel the fucking difference, and it's amazing. It's a good difference. Like, when it said 20% throw, I didn't expect like how short this would be. Like literally, like this is reverse, but if you just like a normal one, like it's stiffer too, so that's what I like. And I believe you can get this for $53 after tax. I do have a friend that works in parts, so he was able to get it for me for free, so I can't complain about that. And I can't give his name out or where he works at, because he can get in trouble for that, because he is technically stealing a part just to give to me. But that's pretty much it. So let's go in reverse order. We're gonna put everything back and we're gonna go out for a drive. We're gonna see how good this is and what I noticed, and if I feel the same crunchiness as I did with the SI shifter. We're finally done. We have everything assembled. Everything, it was actually easy. I just had trouble lining up this part, or getting this part through the hole for the center console, because I didn't realize you have to tilt it so far up to slide it down to get it back there. But holy shit, this thing is really fucking nice and smooth. It doesn't feel crunchy as it did. Like when you go in, it doesn't feel like it's gonna reject the gear, but in a way it does, because it's that crunchy. But that's the only way I can explain it. But other than that, it's fucking good. Like holy shit, this thing really is short when they say it's a 20 to 25%. Feels more than that, but that's just my opinion. But we're gonna go on a test drive. So as I'm driving this thing, it literally feels like it's more than 25% shift throw. Turn right, and it feels so fucking stiff, and I like it. It's so fucking short. Oh my god. And let's test out that thing. Oh, so it doesn't change the amount of play there is in the gear, but it definitely is shorter, and it feels more stiff and sturdier than the stock SI one does. I like it so far.
In half a mile, turn left.
But the whole process is kind of a pain in the ass. But it's definitely fucking worth it. I definitely recommend going the Type R way. And for those of you guys who have the base model, like a base model Civic that's a manual, if you guys want, I can give you guys the old shifter assembly I had for the SI, so you guys can throw it onto your stock base one, and you'll have a shorter throw compared to the stock one. You won't have as short as a throw as I do right now, but you guys will definitely have a shorter throw than what you guys have on your base. So either way, whatever works, just message me on Instagram. It's MVRKFC3, and it is definitely a good investment. All right guys, as I head my way back home, thank you guys again for watching the video. It was a little short video, a little how-to, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, I'll see you guys then. By the way, next week's video, we are going to install a performance part. I just need to wait for my gasket I have to wait for my gasket from PRL. It is currently on the way, but other than that, we just wait for the gasket to come, and then we'll do the video, and it will be uploaded next Monday. So keep a lookout for that. This is kind of a short video. I was hoping it would be longer, but due to the daylight and how much sun I had, you know, I couldn't really do anything about it, which sucked. But you know, it is what it is. I can't really do much, like I said, but then again, this short shifter is really good though. Like, it's not a short shifter, but I'm calling it a short shifter because it feels like a short shifter. So then guys, see you guys next time. Once again, thank you guys for watching this video. I know it wasn't much. I was hoping it would be. I was hoping it would be a fun little how-to and a little vlog at the same time, but that wasn't the case in today's video. Sorry about that.